What is going on, everybody? It is Tuesday. Nutrition 101 is about to commence, everybody. I hope you have had a wonderful day today. I'm going to just put you guys over here so it can look like I'm actually talking to both of you at the same time. How are we doing, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn? How are we all doing today? I want to start off this because you want to look the best for summer, right? We all want to look our best, and that's not just for summer, it's for all the time. But nutrition is going to be the biggest and easiest place to start, right? To see results in your fitness journey. Yes, sometimes it is harder than it seems, but actually, it's not as hard as it could be. So, if you are here, hashtag I'm here. If you are catching the replay, hashtag replay everybody. It is Tuesday. It was a beautiful day out tonight. Tonight. I mean, it's still really pretty out tonight, but it's been a beautiful day today. Been busy at work. You know, the boys and I tried to get the boys out of the house, but they just didn't want to go anywhere. So you know how that goes. But that kind of also helps me be a little bit more organized. Get a lot more things done and just feel really good about what I did today. So remember, nutrition is only hard if we make it hard, right? This is something that comes easy. In fact, it is one of the hardest things that to do when we have so many other things going on, right? It's easy to do, but it seems like it should be harder, right? And it shouldn't. It should be easy. It should make it easy. You should be just being able to do this on a daily basis and eating the right things that you should eat, right? Well, what if I tell you it's actually really easy, right? To do. It's really easy to prepare things. It's really easy to get things done on a busy schedule when you got to take the kids here and there. Yes, it can be hard at times, but you have to plan for those times. You have to get things that are easy for you to grab. You have to get things that are not as complicated to make, that are easy to make, that are going to help you stay on a good track, that are also going to help you feel your best, right? So, a diet, right, is the diet is all the food that you consume on a daily basis. But however, there are a few questions you need to ask yourself, right? Are you even eating enough or are you eating too little, right? Are you eating enough to where you aren't starving all day and then all of a sudden you're starving and ravenous at night? Is that where you are right now? Or are you eating enough that you feel great, that you don't feel like you're really hungry, but do you feel like you're kind of tired all the time and not getting enough rest? Or your period is not coming very continuously, isn't coming every month? What are some things you want to look at when you are eating, when you aren't eating enough or when you think you're struggling, right? We are always put in this, you have to restrict, you have to eat less of this, you have to eat less carbohydrates, you have to eat less fat, you have to only be on fats and proteins, you have to only eat protein and then that's it, right? All these different things that we keep hearing is confusing. And it also tells us to restrict, 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 stay away from, don't eat it, you're going to get fat, right? But I'm going to tell you right here and right now, at the end of the day, you need to eat. You need to provide your body calories. You need to provide it food. You need to provide it whatever it is that you are needing to have energy, right? You need to provide your body with food. So if you're restricting, your body is not going to get what it needs, right? So at the end of the day, you feel like you're eating great, right? You ate great during breakfast, you eat great during lunch, you don't have any snacks, you're barely eating, and you feel good about the decisions, but then all of a sudden you're so hungry, you get home and you just want to eat everything, right? You're so hungry, you don't even want to cook anything. You're just going straight to the potato chips, all the chocolates, all of the cravings that you have. You're just trying to eat it all because you're so hungry. So all of a sudden, you've eaten everything else besides the food that you wanted to prepare for yourself. At that time, you feel horrible about your decision, horrible about your decision, and all of a sudden you're back at square one. You're starting over and you're starting over and you're starting over again. So at that point, you need to audit what you're eating throughout the day. We've all been at this point where either we get really busy and we just forget to eat. I've been there. My last job, I was still a personal trainer. I was a group fitness trainer, and I was working from 3:45 in the morning until 1 p.m. And I had a couple hours of breaks, and that's where I was able to kind of eat. I had my son with me. Luckily, I was able to get my son to be watched, but I just got so busy, and then I have to worry about my son. I haven't been spending any time with him, and then all of a sudden, I haven't eaten, right? So then, when I get stressed or when I forget to eat, I'm not hungry, and that's not a good thing, right? Um, but I've trained my body at that point, and what you have probably trained your body is to not eat at certain times, and so all of a sudden you're not hungry, but you think you're not hungry, but then all of a sudden dinner time rolls around and then you are starving, right? So you forget, and then you forget you're hungry because you're just working, you're working, you have your mind set on something else, and then all of a sudden you get home, you're eating everything. So at this time, we all have been there. We've all been through something like this. And I know you can relate with me because I know that this has happened to you. Your kids are running around, you're all over the place, you're working at the same time. You're like, what is happening? I just do not have time. Like, where did all the time go? I forgot to eat breakfast. I forgot to eat lunch because it was just bam, now it's dinner. What the heck? So whether you choose to eat or go the fast way by restricting and trying to lose weight and then end up starting over again, right? Or you choose to eat throughout the day and then still be hungry in the evening, that is up to you. But what you need to stop doing at this moment is stop putting restrictions. That leads to number two, right? Is to stop putting restrictions. Your body still needs to eat. And at the end of the day, if you haven't eaten enough, it's going to get somewhere. It's going to get all the nutrients it needs. Your body's going to get whatever it needs through everything and anything that it can. So if that means that you're eating all those foods that you planned not to eat, but then all of a sudden are eating again because you're on a diet and you're trying to restrict yourself from eating too many carbohydrates, but then all of a sudden you're eating the same as you were before and you were trying to stop that in the first place. So stop putting restrictions on what you eat and what you should not eat, right? Just eat when you're hungry. And when I say eat when you're hungry, just eat a small snack, just eat a small meal. Whatever it is and whatever your goals are at the time, that's what you want to go ahead and try and get your macronutrients in. And that's where you're going to go ahead and try to stick to a plan, right? So just eat when you're hungry by bringing snacks, that can fill your stomach or your tummy or your belly, just make you feel full and feel good about the decisions that you make. I know it sounds easy enough, you guys, but when the time comes down to eat, you tend to forget, and then you forget these snacks that you brought, and then all of a sudden you're back to square one and you're starting over again. Like, why did I do that? I know I have these snacks here. I can't believe I forgot them, right? Don't make the snacks hard or the meals hard for you to eat during the day. Because if you do, you're just going to self-sabotage yourself, and then you're going to go ahead and go back to where you started, why you wanted to start this diet in the first place. So now you're back to square one again, right? If you remind yourself that you have these by putting, no, I'm going to reach for a snack, just say snack. And then that'll remind you that you have a snack in the drawer, that you have a snack that you brought, or that you have your lunch with you, right? If you restrict your choices and cut things out, your body's going to want them more and more and more. So if you already are incorporating all of your cravings, so let's say you stress eat, let's say you are always hungry for some type of chocolate. I'm not saying don't have chocolate. I have chocolate. I love chocolate. But if you're having a craving that you can't stop having, find something else that has more nutrient value, right? It has more macronutrients in them, has micronutrients in them, has more vitamins, minerals, some type of fat or some type of a protein in it that can help you feel a little bit more full at the time that you eat, right? So that means that you're going to have chocolate covered raisins, right? Or chocolate covered almonds. These are just certain things that you can replace that just chocolate taste for something else that's going to make you feel full, and you're going to eat less of the chocolate than you did before, but you're also incorporating some type of a micronutrient, which you're having nutrients, and macronutrients, which you're also getting to your macronutrient level that you need to for the day. So you're hitting two birds with one stone, and you're not just eating sugar, but you're eating something else with some chocolate in it that is going to help you feel good about the decisions that you make. And you ate less chocolate, right? You ate less chocolate. So stop restricting yourself and start eating when you're hungry, right? Just eat. The mindset of you trying to restrict yourself and going without any carbohydrates, without any sugar, and with eating the littlest amount of calories a day is going to hurt you. That mindset is going to hurt you and it's going to make you feel like a failure when you just have a piece of bread, right? You're going to say, oh, I just broke down, I just ate that. Now I'm going to get so fat. Now I'm just totally off the diet. So just eat. If you're feeling for a piece of bread, just eat a piece of bread and eat it slowly. Because if you restrict yourself from that, you're going to want it later. And then all of a sudden, you're going to eat 3 of them rather than just eating the one. Think about it that way. Change your mindset in the sense of, well, I ate one instead of usually I ate 3 of them, or I ate 4 chocolate covered almonds, and usually I have 4 full chocolates. These are certain things that can help you and your mindset be able to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to have these instead of these, but they're still getting my craving and they're still providing me with nutrients throughout the day. So, number 3 is set a timer or have a schedule of when you do need to eat, right? Have a schedule, have it on your watch, have it on your phone. Put a timer. Obviously, if you are in an important meeting or if you have somebody that you have to talk to at that time, and then all of a sudden your watch goes off or your phone goes off, just remind yourself to do it later. And usually when your phone goes off, it'll just set a timer for another 10 minutes later. So then you can remember to eat again. So remember, it is just simple things that we can miss, right? Simple things that we can miss that is going to take us back to square one. So stop trying to make it so much harder for you and then restrict yourself when all of a sudden you're going to go back to starting point. Remember, while it is easy to go back into our old habits, you need to start training yourself like training your muscles, right? It takes time to get to your goal. It takes time to train yourself to eat more. It takes time to train yourself to, oh, I need to eat at this point because I'm hungry. Remember, it's not something that is going to be easy. It's not something that's going to be quick, but it is something that will help you look and feel your best for summer, right? Or all year round. So take some of these tips and make sure you start with scheduling in a snack through the day. If you're already hitting your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you're still hungry, but you feel like you need to incorporate something else, schedule a snack time. And then you can start there. But if you're missing a lot of meals and you're only getting dinner, maybe schedule out your breakfast. And then, you know what? Eat it right when you get up and then go take a shower and get ready. You know, change up your workflow, change up your eating flow, right? Take it slow and work your way up to where you want to be. But make sure you set a goal for yourself because if you don't, you're probably not going to hit it. So write it down. Make sure you keep reminding yourself every time, every day, every minute, every hour of the day that how much you want this. How much you want to start seeing some weight come off, some body fat come off slowly because it'll stay off rather than going for the quick fix and then losing a ton of weight. And then all of a sudden you gain that weight plus 5 pounds more and then doing it all over again, then coming back and starting over. If you just take it slow and then eat when you can, eat what you like and learn from it and eat a balanced meal, make sure eating more fruits, more vegetables throughout the day. Those can be a snack for you as well. Dried fruit, anything that can help you add in more fruits and vegetables throughout the day is going to help you have more of a balanced eating habits as well as give you a healthier lifestyle that you're looking for. Right? So let's go ahead and get back. I want to review some of these because I know I went through a lot in a 15-minute time frame. So, 3 ways that you can start with nutrition and incorporating a better, healthier lifestyle through nutrition while looking your best for summer and all year round, right? So, number 1, have a diet that is something you eat and can eat on a daily basis for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. Do not restrict yourself, right? Stop putting restrictions on what you eat is number 2. Stop putting restrictions on what you eat. Eat when you're hungry. And then number 3, set a timer or have a schedule that you need to eat. So put it down somewhere where you're going to see it every day, that you need to eat at this time, that you need this time, that you need at this time, just so you can get the habit of building a better eating schedule. All right, fam. Thank you so much for dropping on by. Remember, if you have any questions or if you think this can help someone that is busy just like you, make sure to share this with them because this is how they're going to learn. I just want to make sure that I can educate you and help you build a better and healthier lifestyle through nutrition to look your best for summer and for the rest of the years to come. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Coach Isaac is out of here, and I will see you all tomorrow for another cooking session. Good night, guys.